16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Dun, dun, dun.
Welcome back to Squad 20. We're on episode 8. Our heroes have finally made it to the Nesting Rock, a military outpost, and the last bastion of civilization before they reach the forests of Fallen Fang. You have just been escorted to the top of the two fist-like rock formations by Rourke of the Diamond Skull, a rather sly individual. Affinia seems to have a bit of a weird kind of vibe from him, but he's moved to the top, and you can see that the entire bottom of this rock formation is covered in these crimson lilies, which you have identified as blood lilies, that grow where the ground has been so stained with blood that it is as if a slaughterhouse, essentially. And the entire ground is filled with these, and in the center, rising up in this hollow rock formation seems to be mechanical platform. It has a lot of like gears and metallic parts to it, and it rises up in the center, and on the top is a massive cannon that seems to be on some sort of swivel-like mechanism. And you can see that there are various buildings and tarps and platforms that have been built into the sides of the interior of this rock formation. Rourke throws his hand out and welcomes you to Nesting Rock before leading you down along the side as you make your way deeper into the bottom of this place. You can't help but feel a little safer as this thick rock separates you from the rest of the world, as the horizon vanishes behind it and only the sky above and the thick rock around you remains.
We shan't stay here long, I think.
That is no worries. We can put you up in the barracks in the central area. It's fairly new. We've only just recently finishing it. It was acquired from Phelan's Republic. They call it a bombard. Should keep the Eltharians at bay. He gestures to the massive cannon.
Is there much presence of the Empire still out here?
Not as late, but they do know that we're here. And if any of them ever decide to stop infighting amongst one another over who should be the next emperor and unify, we'll need to be able to defend ourselves.
Yes. We're supposed to go into Fallen Fang, and from there we don't know where to go.
You need to head to the villages. You know where there's different villages. You're just not sure where. You don't know where in Fallen Fang the orb is, but you know that the rumors are that the orb has been used to help rebuild the desecrated villages of Fallen Fang. So that would be the good place to start.
How far of a journey is it?
It's only a couple days from here, on foot.
By foot.
What about by wing?
That'd be a lot faster.
Could we all go on his wings?
Her flying that distance for a long time would be very tiring.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes, the wings are designed for short bursts of flight, not long-term, far travel.
We solicit some horses, maybe.
That is something you could do. The Silver Sword does indeed have stables here. As you can see that there are some well-polished knights currently kind of gently patting their horses, and you can see a couple of the different stable employees milling about and caring for them.
Should we ask Rourke?
You can also hear the sounds of blacksmiths pounding, and you can hear this. You can see some armored folk training, and a couple of other folk kind of meeting and talking to one another. It seems to be a rather lively place, but it is wholly different from the other civilizations you've been in that those had like homes and civilians. These are all individuals who seem to be either dressed for combat or have that air about them.
Is it possible for us to... Would anyone maybe have heard rumors of where the orb may or may not?
You could certainly ask around.
could we?
This is one of the closest places to Fallen Fang that still has people living there
Okay.
that aren't part of the formerly the Empire.
May I roll for a check?
Yeah, well, so if you make your way down, Rourke will kind of allow you to mill about and go as your business. So you're welcome to just kind of go off and start asking around, unless you specifically wanted to ask Rourke.
Oh.
There is a tavern. It's mostly where all the soldiers go to mingle at the end of their shifts, so there won't be a lot of travelers, but you could certainly go there and ask around.
I think that might be a soldier to soldier
Yeah.
kind of question. I think
We should talk to them
yes.
and maybe find a way to travel faster.
Why don't we go to the tavern, speak to the soldiers?
Yes.
Would you like to try and acquire horses?
I'd love it. I can talk to horses, so I'm happy to do that.
We'll let you bargain for the horses.
Absolutely.
Maybe you can speak to the generals and see if you can get information from them.
Very good at getting information out of highly placed gentlemen.
Perfect. Right.
Okay, so you come to Rourke. Well, if you're looking to speak to the general, you could talk to Commander Joan. She's the current leader of the Silver Sword here, and she tends to run things. I, of course, run a significant amount of it as well, being one of the upper echelon of the Diamond Skull. I'm a pretty big deal if you're not aware of how that works, but I can certainly help you out. You don't really need to talk to Joan, but she would be the person who, if you aren't willing to spend some time with me, if you somehow think that my presence is not satisfactory, I suppose I could introduce you.
Rourke, you are handsome if not subtle. I'd love to spend a little bit of time with you before I meet this Commander Joan. I mean, my friends seem to have all left me behind. Rourke,
Let's go for a walk. Let me show you around.
I'd like that very much.
We can talk. The two of you head off to the stables. It's fairly nearby, and there are quite a good number of horses. And I think you'd be skilled or at least worldly enough to notice that these are war horses. They have a couple of riding horses as well, but the majority of them are what you would find knights riding. They are well muscled, very well looked after horses, and they seem to be very stocky and sturdy. One of the knights in gleaming polished armor approaches. You almost have to kind of cover your eyes a little bit as the sun reflects off just this beacon of light as they approach. Hail!
Hello there. I'm Phinia. This is Worm.
I am Sir Alex of the Silver Sword.
We were wondering if we could borrow some of your horses, please. There's 5 of us.
5 horses, and he kind of looks back at the stables. May I ask who you would be requesting in the name of? We don't generally just loan horses to random travelers.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Well, in the name of Phineas Snortlet, sir. Gnome druid, outlander, and very good with animals. I will definitely take care of them.
I have no doubt you would be very kind with our horses, but again, if you wish to loan the horses, we could come to some sort of arrangement, I suppose, but if you're taking them away from here and have no interest in returning, then that would be
We return these horses, and we also have money to compensate for these horses. We can return them in a matter of a week or so.
Where would you be taking them?
We're mere travelers. We're perusing these lands.
There are few who travel this far in the wastelands. Give me deception.
It's a natural,
Ah.
but it's not a natural.
The northern contested realms are very, very rarely traveled by passerbys.
It's good at stealing stuff.
If I were for persuasion.
You may certainly do. Well, Worm just kind of like, damn it, tail between his legs.
I go to 9.
Okay. If you wish to purchase some horses, we are sorely lacking in many departments. Perhaps you'd be willing to barter.
I've got a lot of wonderful flowers.
You are a druid, you said.
I am.
Can you encourage our crops to grow? We have difficulty in these trying times.
Definitely. I'm happy to.
Very well. We shall lead you to the farms. If you can get a good crop going, I think we can come to an agreement.
Great.
Nice.
Entering into the tavern. Camille and Storm, you enter into not really a boisterous environment. It's kind of sullen and quiet. Several individuals kind of sitting around tables, nursing their drinks as they quietly go about their business. A lot of eyes do turn to see you as you come in, as you are strangers to the area, but most of them just kind of go back to their quiet conversations and
We'll go to the bar and 2 ales.
2 very generic brand ales are placed in front of you. The bartender is...
Would you please?
The bartender is a half-elf who looks like he's pretty tired of the world. He's got very sunken eyes, hard lines along his face, and an unkempt beard that is sort of mismatched and not very well groomed. Don't get many travelers out here. I don't care who you are, nor do I want to know. Have a seat and shut up.
Well, okay. We're looking for some answers.
Did you not hear me?
You just said you didn't care who we are, but you didn't say anything about information. I suggest you have better scripting if you wish to not have conversation.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back quicker, what do you want to know?
Fallen Fang.
What about it?
Going there. What can you tell us?
If you're going to Fallen Fang, you might as well just buy everything I've got. Spend all your coin. You won't be needing it.
Is there the safest passage to Fallen Fang?
Oh, you can get there easily. Just don't go into the Bactactian swamps. But once you pass by the fringes of those forests, you might as well have not come here at all.
Let's say we make it. What would we need to do?
To get through Fallen Fang. Wait a minute. Aren't you that orc who came through here with that group?
Yes.
And what happened to them, huh? That should be your answer.
What happened?
No one goes into Fallen Fang.
Camille stares him down. Some come out.
You're the first I've heard of. Probably just too stubborn. Nonetheless, there were many who've gone into those forests. Many groups, wide-eyed, ambitious, all of them ready to take on the world, ready to throw everything they've got for their hopes and dreams, ready to step foot into a new adventure. And now all of them fuel the growth of that forest deep beneath its earth, their bones ground under the roots of the trees.
Camille slams his hammer down and creates a hole in the floor. And you listen here. Not everyone enters those woods is looking for fun. Some are looking for a future.
There is no future in those trees. I have seen many bright-eyed adventuring groups come through here. Going to Crystal Felon, going to Fallen Fang. We serve adventuring parties passing through in one direction. I have yet to have anyone return to this bar from the other. You are not the first, and you will not be the last.
That is fine, but we must reach our destination. If not, we are dead anyway. You might as well help and tell us.
19 squads of people have gone into those trees. I'll not be held responsible for the death of a 20th.
I would think, Phil. I don't think we'll learn much more from this pointy-eared waste.
Well,
If you ask me,
Choose your words wisely.
the mercenaries give their lives away that are a waste.
We shall see. Camille storms out.
so you're not going to help us?
There's no helping the already dead.
Storm walks to Camille.
So he's out on the road.
Huh?
He's out. He's outside. He's out wherever the outside of the town.
Yeah, there's like a little like
Courtyard area.
So what should we do? No one's willing to help us.
Yeah, well, again, I would check while you're here. You are mercenaries. You're helping a cause. Certain death awaits. I've grown fond of you, Storm. And a part of me is afraid that you're going to end up like my other friends.
Who helped you get there?
Get where?
To Fallen Fang before?
No one did. We wandered through the path on our own. We didn't think to ask the questions we're asking now.
We have to find answers.
We do. Let's hope the rest have. Let's hope Anharad has a better chance than we did.
Speaking of which, you have now gotten a very elaborate tour. They've gone on and on about the cannon that they've acquired, all the various troops, soldiers, the particular gardens full of poisonous herbs that they use to keep things, keep the defenses tight. And you're beginning to run out of, it's not a very large, like you said, he's gone around in the circle already, and he's beginning to run out of things to say. So, as you can see, the Diamond Skull have thought of everything, and this new cannon is just the start in a whole greater defense against the Empire. I think that once they see the firepower we're now commanding, we might start seeing even more of them running tail between their legs, and all will know that Rourke of the Diamond Skull is not a man to be messed with.
Well, Rourke of the Skull. I've loved all of your stories. I would love to do a perception check to see if it's worth my time to ask more before I go to see
You guys
Londa Joe.
do a perception check.
Okay. I believe that is 14.
14. You're pretty experienced with people. And after spending some time with this particular individual, you got the feeling that he's a bit of a blowhard. He likes to talk. He likes to talk about himself, and he thinks very highly of himself. You're not sure that half those things he's been telling you are necessarily true, although he does seem to have some reasonable competence. At least he's in a position of power within this faction. But something else catches your eye. Kind of your eyes glazing over a little bit as he continues to drone on and on. You just kind of start to look around and see what else you can see in this particular place. And there isn't really much there, but you do notice that for about a moment, a figure on the other side of the courtyard kind of is like looking over at you. And when they notice that you are also looking at them, they kind of pull their hood back and slink away.
Investigation.
They're gone at this.
Gone already.
So anyway,
Rourke,
yes.
it's really, really hot that you know so many things.
Oh, I know, isn't it though?
And God, it would be the hottest if you knew how I could speak with Commander Joan
No.
or any mysterious hooded figures that might be around.
I'm a mysterious hooded figure.
Are you? It's so funny, so entertaining, and Anurad is unbelievably unattracted.
For a time.
So versed in finding the good in just about everybody.
He was real handsome until he opened his mouth.
Please shut your mouth so I can appreciate you.
It's that anime scene where it just shows him and like the whole thing goes black and white with a crash death screen. It was just like his soul has been pierced by a blade.
She is usually quite polite, but very focused. And direct at this.
Find Commander Joan at the barracks garrison in the central tower.
So Anurad asks him to point her in the right direction to the central barracks, and
So over there, he just points at the column that the cannon is on top of.
thank you,
Yeah.
Rourke of the Diamond Doll.
Yeah.
And Anurad makes her way to the door in the center and realizes that she has to use some other skills, probably for Commander Joan.
Dinia and Worm, you've both been led to a side garden. You see, they've done some terrace gardening. So each part of the rocks, as it kind of outcrops from where the finger-like formations are, they've created sort of troughs, and they filled them with dirt and have grown many different things in there. You can see different types of vegetables, and they all seem to be doing quite, like, not well. Like, they seem sick. Little, like, kind of green and black spots that kind of marked up them, and the soil itself seems to be kind of dry and desecrated. Like, there doesn't appear to be very good nutrients in the soil here, as Sir Alex gestures as, we're doing everything right, but it seems like the earth refuses to grant any kind of nutrients to the plants, and we're not sure what else to do. We've been surviving off of the occasional shipment or wagon that we've been able to raid from the Imperials, but if we could get our own stores growing, that would be insurmountable.
I would like to speak with your plants, if that's all right with you.
Be my guest.
Oh, why do you think you're having this problem, plants?
The ground is so very, very disgusting. Tastes horrible. There's nothing there. We can't find anything in the dirt to feed us. It is just water and there's nothing else.
Well, I'm very sorry for you. I would like to cast plant growth, if that's all right with you.
Alexander,
Yes.
if she can assist in these plants' growth, we do have a deal on 5 horses.
Of course. The benefit of having these crops able to grow far outweighs the cost of 5 horses.
Well, I would like to cast plant growth, if that's all right with you.
Okay. So what do we see as you kind of work your way up and down the terrace? And are you just focusing on this one section, or are you making your way down the inside? Okay.
I've got a really great throw, and I'm taking out the seeds, and Ollie's taking out the seeds from his little fur pocket, and we are throwing it everywhere, all across this land. And immediately, within seconds, it starts to become green and grow and grow and grow. And become very healthy.
It's like that scene in The Lion King where it just sort of everything's green, just stack and grows as it just sort of sprouts and flowers along the terraces. And you see Sir Alexander just kind of stare wide-eyed as this plants begin to sprout and the vines, they begin to crawl, the flowers bloom and corn shoots up, carrots sprout, beans. And he's just, by all that is holy, that is really something.
Thank you.
You see many other people have kind of turned their heads and they're all like, whoa! You see like everyone pointing and running over, and there's a bit of a commotion that's beginning to stir. And he just kind of like claps you on the shoulder a little harder because he's, taller than stronger. Well done. You kind of like fall forward. Well done. Well done. And you Then it just pulls a carrot out, and unfortunately, you can hear it scream as he then bites into it, and the scream stops. This is wonderful.
I just got that. Ah!
Don't feel too bad, because the carrots love to sacrifice their life for you, even if they don't want to believe it. It's true, but they really do.
Jesus.
He just kind of... Yeah, okay.
No carrots were harmed in the making.
Oh, carrots learned in the making of this.
And he turns to Worm, and he says, he kind of just... He pulls out a quill, and he writes a note and hands it to you. Show this to the Sable Master, they'll get you what you need. Worm looks over the letter.
There won't be any issue when I show this.
There shouldn't be.
We won't need you with us.
That's my signature.
Are you of the Diamond Skull?
I am of the Silver Sword. He spits on the ground. Don't conflate me with those egotistical, maniacal, self-imposed lords of all that they can see and think, ill-begotten, ungrateful. He just keeps going.
I understand.
But tell me how you really feel.
Do the Silver Sword have regular passage to Fallen Fang?
We don't really send anyone up that way. We did originally consider checking it for any Iltharians that might have escaped, but it is shadowy. There's a sinister air about it, and something seemed off. So we've stayed clear of it, but the few scouts we did send in have failed to return. We don't have the manpower to continue any further. If Iltharians are hiding in there and are killing our men, that could explain what we're feeling, what the sensations that are happening, and the loss of our men, but we have no way to really get in there and deal with it.
I understand. Well, thank you. We will go.
Thank you.
And procure these horses.
So Camille and Storm, you've left the tavern. You hear a commotion over on the side where you can see Finny and Worm, and you see green sprouting along the sides of the stone.
Looks like Phineas doing her good work.
Shall we walk over?
Sure.
We have found nothing. No information. Have you found anything?
I made plants grow, and I also got the horses for us.
How many?
5.
5 horses.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Good work. Good work. That will speed up our trip considerably.
And they're very muscular, so they go fast.
Perfect.
That's good. Good.
What now? Well,
What else might we need on this journey?
We'll see what Anharan has found.
You are entering into a garrison. It is very well crafted, very nice. There are several polished knights standing around, and upon entering in, you see that there is a middle-aged woman with salt and pepper hair, dressed very plainly, not adorned in metallic armor, but seeming like sort of plain clothes, much more comfortable looking, as she is directing various points on a map and kind of talking to the other soldiers when you enter forth, and you're a bit of a sight, and so everyone turns to look, and they can't help but admire this figure that's entered in, and the middle-aged woman sort of raises her hand and gestures to one of the other soldiers, who continues a briefing, and she steps over.
Better be in a German accent.
No. I'm Commander Joe. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss.
Anharat Enes. But you can call me Ani.
Very good, Annie. What can I do for you? We do not get elves from above the skies here too often.
Well, as an astral elf, I'm honored to be in a place I've not seen before. And you are a commander?
Yes, I lead the Silver Sword Regiment stationed here at Nesting Rock alongside the Diamond Skull Fools.
They bond. With a...
I understand you've met Rourke.
I
You didn't hurt his ego too badly, I take it?
I tried not to.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think it'll have much of an impact even if you did. What can I do for you?
So someplace private we can talk.
We can go meet in my office if that will do for you.
Yes, indeed.
Very good. May I ask what this meeting is about? I do have a lot of things to do today.
We'll make it quick and well worth your while.
Very well. And she leads you to a back room where the door is then closed, and she sits behind a desk. Very simple. There isn't much here. You see there's lots of books, and there's a couple of kind of medals along one of the walls, and a sword on with a plaque upon the other. It appears to be more of a ceremonial in its design rather than functional. So, what brings you to Nesting Rock?
We're on a bit of a mission.
I gathered as such.
We're looking for something, and I'd like to find the best way there.
And there being...
Well, Honorad wonders if she can trust, and then realizes she has no choice, and looks into the wise eyes of a once quite beautiful woman. Joan, I'm sorry I was distracted by your smile.
I get that.
I understand that this is not a stranger, this place, to blood. We tried to travel to find something much needed by a resistance, with less bloodshed than in the past.
Listen, I know why you're here. You're one of the squads that are being sent into Fallenfang, the 20th, if I'm counting correctly. We've seen all the others come and go, and none have returned. I was hoping that this meeting I might be able to convince you to do away with this quest and instead join our ranks to really make a difference in this world instead of throwing your life away.
We shan't throw our lives away. I'm not like the others. I'm familiar with the Vale, of which all the 19 have gone. And I'd very much like to return. After this mission. And I sense in your smile that you would like me to return as well.
It is rare that we get any capable folk here that aren't on some fool's errand. You and your companions seem very capable. We could use some more fighting arms. Skilled ones.
That be our intention, John. Would you give us the information that we need that may bring us back to join our cause?
If you're truly set in your ways, then I see no reason to deny what you seek. But I will warn you. Fallenfang is not a place to be taken lightly. It is near Christophel, the ancient elven forest that is rife with chaotic magics. And it is no longer a place of peace and quiet. There are things in the forest. The trees sometimes move. Sounds echo, howling. Eerie music wafts in the wind. And the grass blows against the breeze. It is a strange place, and if you intend to enter there, you no doubt seek the Orb of Renewal.
I do.
The rumors of such things have also come to us. There has been a time when the Silver Sword thought it might be worth looking into. To regrow that which has been so destroyed by the careless waste of the Empire. I am not sure that anything is worth the lives of 19 groups. Or even 20. I'm sure you have your reasons for seeking something. All of you. But I am afraid all you will find is more sorrow and disappointment.
Joan, thank you for caring so much. It is my intention to redeem the lives of those that have gone before us. Do not let them have died in vain. Information that you've given is valuable. Honorad leans in and whispers in her ear. Is there any other information you could give me that would have me return?
There have been reports of walking corpses, ghosts flitting about. We suspect that there is undead afoot, and though it is our sworn duty to slay and smite all which would rise as living dead, these ones have eluded us thus far. I don't know much else, but hopefully this will adequately prepare you for whatever it is you seek.
Thank you, John. You know, I'm not from here. I know you can sense that.
The wings kind of give it away.
They spread widest among what's beautiful. But I am well versed in song. I come from the place of sound and feeling and secrets. And I am fluent in the song of the dead. But I'd love to return and be fluent in the song.
Then let me give you one more thing.
Yes?
Beware the Sisters of the Wood.
Great.
That one down.
Song lyric.
They will try to treat you with secrets, but they are older than even the Empire. They will know ancient things, but whatever they ask, it will not be worth it. Trust me on that.
I will, John. Of all the transactions since I've been in Amaria, this has been the one of greatest value.
I am happy to have facilitated. But if you'll excuse me, my men need me. And I'm sure your companions are missing your radiance.
Thank you, John. I will.
That's our next album, Sisters of the Wood. 2 seconds to sing Lamari and Sisters of the Wood.
As the four of you stand around the wondrous blooming greenery, it is clear to you that Andrade has left Rourke as he has sort of sailed his way over towards you all instead, kind of just examining the growing leaves and the wondrous sight. Well, I'll be damned. You seem to back up your speech. Where was it?
That's right.
You seem to have the dress of a slink.
What does that mean?
You carry daggers, you dress in black. You seem like you're always watching the shadowy corners.
I smell recruitment.
You have a kind of a robe about you. And a well-traveled one at that.
What are you pitching?
I understand that you're heading to Fallenfang. And I'll tell you, you will not find whatever it is you seek there. But with the Diamond Skull, you can find a purpose, resources, and comrades, even more than your current group. You would do well in our ranks, I think.
Why is it the Diamond Skull has such a bad reputation around here?
What are you... Who have you been talking to? The Silver Sword? They don't even know what they're talking about. They're a bunch of layabout fools charging into town saying, "We're here to slay all the evil." And then everyone goes and hides in the cracks. Then, of course, they would spout, "Aha, the evil is gone. We have succeeded." And off they ride. Nothing changed. We, however, we get results. We get in there and we take over all of the unorthodox and shadowy organizations. We fold them into our own, take control, and bring order to the world.
How might my joining benefit myself and my team on our journey to Fallenfang?
Because the Diamond Skull look after their own. You would have access to resources, enchantments that we can grant you, and to the opportunity for something better. To be a part of a network of information. secrets that are only available to those within the fold.
Might I consult with my comrade?
Of course. I also would wish for you to come and meet with me so we can discuss things in a more less eavesdroppable situation.
One moment.
Of course.
Little Camille. What are your thoughts on this?
Ahmed, you know your family. A diamond skull is, they have their uses. But they also have their control.
Do you get the idea that what he's speaking of would benefit our team on this journey to Fallen Fang?
Uncertain. Unfortunately, my encounters with them are very, very limited.
Yeah.
I trust pretty much everyone, so I'm the wrong person to ask.
Stormy.
Go in the garden. Huh? What's happening?
Did you hear any of this?
What?
It's okay. Enjoy.
Thank you. Oh, fresh vegetables.
I'll speak with you in private.
Okay.
Perfect. Right this way, sir.
Worm goes with him.
He leads Worm away. Angharad then eventually finds her way back to you shortly after Worm is let off.
Hamel, I spoke with Commander Joan. First of all, she made it very clear that Rourke of the Diamond Doll doesn't really know much of anything. And to be wary of him. But even more, she wanted us to be wary of the woods. And God, if I could only read my handwriting. Something the Sisters of the Wood. I know you don't remember much of your journeys, but did you encounter them?
Beware, I think.
No.
Beware the Sisters of the Wood.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
There's a muffled sound coming from your pack, Stormy.
Oh, Hector.
Oh,
Oh, what?
Sisters of the Wood, what is this? What are you speaking of?
oh, nothing. Just Commander Joan said that we will encounter undead. And
Slides, yes, well, angels.
And it might be nice to have you along since you've actually been with us. My God, it might have been really helpful in that cave.
Whoops.
But Commander Joan and I had quite the connection, and she shared that,
Sisters of the Wood, you said?
yes,
Sisters of the Wood?
she said we may encounter them on our
Stormy,
journey.
what? Hags!
Hags.
Would the Sisters of the Wood perhaps...
What else could they possibly be?
Witches.
Yes, but would they
Hags.
know how to...
Almost die.
Wait, Hag's the ones that created you, right, Hector?
You both
right.
together.
How many more do I need to kill?
Philia.
I think what he's trying to say, Stormy, I really appreciate your enthusiasm for the cause. I think he's trying to say that if we found the hags and we spoke to them slightly different than the last time he chopped up the hags, that maybe in exchange for something, even though we're not supposed to exchange anything with them, God, that feels bad inside, but Joan maybe doesn't know what we're capable of. Maybe we could bargain with them, put him back together, make him promise some kind of things like he'd still be magic and help us along the way. It's very complicated. I realize I've lost you along the way. Stormy.
Stop. Stop.
No,
If only I had fingers to snap.
Stop.
no chop hags. Find hags. No chop hags, but find hags. Hags help Skull. Skull help Squat.
No bargaining with hags. I kill all hags if you get in my way. Do not get in my way.
Sing for intimidation.
Meanwhile,
What's happening? Kira's goes, Finia.
Yes.
I have a bad feeling about where Worm went.
Oh,
You are the next stealthiest of our squad.
yes, I am.
Follow him, please.
I'll follow him, and Ratchet Snatcher will follow him too.
Actually, maybe Ratchet Snatcher can follow him and report back to you.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Ratchet Snatcher? Please find Worm.
He said Bradley.
Oh, thank you.
Try the tomato.
he's not rage eating at this.
See? Now you like vegetables.
It's not that.
A good tomato on everything changes the food.
It's all about just having covered in red juice. It just reminds you of being covered in meat, you know.
See? The tomato's a great source of vitamin C and better for you than blood, I think.
No. Meat.
It is the blood of the tomato you're eating.
That's true.
Not
Worm, you have been led to the opposite side of the garrison where Joan had met with Angharad. The Diamond Skull appeared to have this place. You see, there isn't really a door so much as there's just sort of this brick of stone that has like just the faintest of the kind of different carvings on it. And you see that Rourke kind of looks around and he taps it in a specific way. And then the brick slides and a door just kind of appears in the side of the wall. And he gestures for you to go in. That's just one of the nice things of being with us, you see. You know all the secret ways.
Would Thieves' Cant help with any of that writing?
You recognize it. Thieves' Cant would help you recognize that it is an advanced form. It's like Thieves' Cant maybe would have helped you decipher it with time, but this appears to be something you've heard of. The infamous skull sign. The most imperceptible of all types of Thieves' Cant. Okay.
What about charm?
Being resistant to charm?
Is there anything? I'm just trying to decipher whether it's safe for me to go in this room.
Let's see. So you could do an investigation or an insight if you're wanting to look more at the etchings, or if you're preferring to kind of check out.
Investigation.
Sure.
No. 14 plus 3.
Okay.
17.
You believe that the marking is there as a way to let the Diamond Skull officers know where this is, and then clearly they have to know some kind of way to activate it. You get the feeling this is how you get into the building. You don't expect that this is some kind of like black hole that's going to eviscerate you step in or anything like that. You also can't see into it, so you don't know what to expect on the other side. But it at least seems to be a doorway.
I proceed.
All right. You enter into a dark stone room, and there were a couple of other figures kind of dressed in black, very similarly to yourself. And each of them just kind of like give you a bit of a nod as you enter forth, because Rourke comes in behind you. He says, "Skull brothers and sisters, Worm here is considering joining our esteemed brotherhood. Give him your welcome." And they bow deeply. And he gestures to a door off to the side. "Come, let us speak."
Can I see into the dark?
You can. You can actually see this room quite well. You can see that each of them are kind of hiding in a shadow that kind of just sort of covers them ever so slightly, enough that they would be harder to see for anyone who didn't have the dark vision and keen senses of yourself. Okay. But he does move over and he opens the door and gestures for you to enter forth.
I enter.
You enter in as the door closes behind you and locks, with Rourke entering in as well. Ratchet Snatcher crawls up and watches all of that happen, and then the door closes there. So what I'm going to need is for you to make a perception check to see it caught the order to open the doorway.
I got an 8.
So Ratchet Snatchers kind of saw it, but he doesn't remember the exact thing to do. So what would you like him to do? Would you like him to go up and just start trying to do random things, or do you want him to go back to you and report?
Can he get through the door?
The door is closed.
Oh, okay.
I would try as many things as
Okay.
I could.
Have him please make an intelligence check.
All right. Intelligence. That would be 18.
Okay. So he begins I think it was... He just kind of starts just doing different things.
What a little cutie.
Meanwhile,
Just natural.
for Worm, you enter into a dark office, and you see there's a desk there, and there isn't much in this room, but there's like knives along the walls and all kinds of different. You think memorabilia, like different scraps of papers and posters and things like that adorn the place, tapestries and things like that. And Rourke says, "My lord, I have brought the one you seek." As he bows low, and as you look into the darkness, squinting in the pitch black shadows that scan the edge of the desk, a figure looms out of it, and you see the face of a familiar bugbear. Excellent. And that's the end of this session.
No, mother.
16, 17, 18,